Today on the table I have the Walther PPS M2 and the kel-tec PF9. You will see a price split of about $103, the Walther being about $103 more than the kel-tec. Now I haven't talked about this topic in a long time and I'm starting to see it pop up in comments again, so I figured I would address it. How I get my price split is I take start cost minus start cost. What it costs me to get these firearms, I take those two costs minus each other, and that's what I consider my price split. That isn't necessarily what you're going to see. Say, for example, someone uses a percentage markup, and they have a $500 gun and a $1,000 gun. The markup's going to be higher on the $1,000 gun, so the price split won't be exactly what I'm saying. Now, say they go with a flat rate markup, like let's say they just put, I'm making up a number here, $200 on a firearm. It wouldn't matter what the price is that they start with. The percentage markup will be the same on both firearms, so that my price split would matter. All my price split is just a general idea so you can get an idea of how much more you should typically see on the open market. Another thing that will vary that is, like, let's say I called up Walther and I was like, hey, I'd like to buy $40,000 in your handguns. You better believe I'm going to get them at a good price. Therefore, I'd be able to sell them for cheaper. This is just a general price split, a broad stroke at the market. So that's what that's all about. Specs, without a doubt, the kel-tec is a far lighter firearm. It's also shorter. Without magazines, they're basically identical in height. Or height. Grammar Nazis. Capacity of the kel-tec, you get one 6-round magazine. The PPS M2, you get 2 magazines. This particular one is a 7-round magazine. You get a full grip on that. Very comfortable grip as well. But it also comes with a 6-round magazine. Now with the 6-round magazine, your pinky just dangles. With the kel-tec, it's got a pinky extension on there, but at least for me, for my hand size, I can kind of wrap it on the ledge, but it's extremely uncomfortable. The firearm is also thinner. This is going to be hard to show. I'll just put up the specs anyway. The kel-tec is a thinner firearm. So because the grip is so much skinnier and how far I have to move with the trigger, I struggle with this firearm. It might be different for you if you have smaller, like Asian hands or something. Controls from your normal shooting position. PPS M2, slide release works very well. Mag goes in and out very easy. There's no sticky points. I take that back. It kind of gets stuck right there, but that's not that big of a deal. I mean, if you're coming in, you're going to be able to hit it. Watch this firearm, though. Because of the way it's manufactured, your pinky can go over this a little bit, and that would totally pinch and hurt extremely bad. Your kel-tec. Slide release, it's doable, but it's tough. Mag release, also doable. It's kind of hard to hit because of how far the button's got to go into the frame. But I kind of understand that because this is such a slim firearm. They would have to do that, otherwise the mag would just pop out in your pocket. Mag going in, very tough. This one I actually have to push the mag release to get it to go in. For some reason it gets permanently stuck right there. I'm sure if I were to like just slam on it, I could hit it. Now we had a different one of these in and it didn't have that problem. I thought the mag actually went in pretty good. So if you're considering purchasing this, definitely take the mag in and out at the shop to make sure you don't have this problem. If you do have the problem, you could probably get a hold of kel-tec and have it fixed. I don't know what the customer service is like. I've never used it. Mag going in's pretty good for not pinching your pinky. I mean, it's really kind of out there and you'd know it's not directly on it like the PPS M2, but I could still see it happening. Takedown of the firearm, without a doubt, the Walther has an edge. Works just like your Glock. Slide comes off. Very fluid-like. Very simple. The kel-tec PF9, that's just stupid. I'm not even going to demonstrate it. I don't like taking that one apart at all. It works just like a Sky or a P11. Gotta bring the slide back. Sometimes I can get this with my fingernail, but I usually have to use a tool. Pop this out. I don't even believe the spring's captured. I can't remember for sure. I'll annotate it in. And then there's just parts everywhere going together. It's stupid. You have to line everything up and then get the pin to go in there. Not a fan at all. Both use pretty good 3-dot sights. The Walthers are a little bit bigger. Give you a little bit faster target acquisition, but you will suffer in precision. Trigger brake. The PPS M2. Nice light trigger. You can get it so there's a relatively clean brake, but you have to work for it. I mean, you got to clamp down on this. So to get it so your front sight is rock solid when the trigger breaks, because you have to clamp down so hard, you're going to see your heartbeat in the front sight anyway. So really super accurate shots with this. I just don't see that being possible. But not bad shots. Like this would be what I would consider like a middle of the road for accuracy. kel-tec PF9. Much longer, heavier trigger. I definitely think the brake on the M2 is better than the kel-tec PF9. And because this is a shorter trigger, like right here's your reset, and then your snap again. There's your reset. Oh, that's a fake reset. Yeah, your reset's all the way forward. Because of how much I'd have to move my trigger, without a doubt, I'd be able to put down more accurate shots faster with the PPS M2 over the kel-tec PF9. Neither of these firearms are second strike capable. When you purchase the firearms, the kel-tec, you get what I call a throwaway hard case. It's just folded plastic in the back. It's already starting to crack. This thing's going to be junk in no time at all. Get a pretty cool kel-tec sticker. Owner's manual. Looks like it's put together rather well. A garbage trigger lock. A different base plate, so if you don't want that pinky extension one on there, which I totally get why you wouldn't want it on there because it doesn't quite do its job right anyway, you could run flush. Another kel-tec sticker. And a range flag. Not too bad. They definitely went on cost savings because they're not really putting cost where it's not needed. The Walther, you get a very fine case. This will definitely last a lifetime. Hinged in the back with a steel bar through it. This is never going to wear out. Sliding locking system. It's even got a spot for a padlock on each side. Cutout for the firearm and the magazines. Range flag. A so-so gun lock, which also has a cutout for it. Owner's manual. Very nice, very well put together. And then some brochures. And unfortunately, you do not get a sticker, which is a real shame because I like the Walther logo, and if I bought this firearm, I would want to put the sticker somewhere. Sorry, it's just the way I am. Now, which one would I purchase? The PF9 or the PPS M2? Well, really, it kind of comes down to the job for me. For the kel-tec, I would call this just good enough, if that makes any sense. Like, very shoddy craftsmanship. The pins were over inserted, so there's a gap on this side. It's pushed too far on this side. Controls really suck. Yeah, you do get an accessory rail, so instead of having to do this, if you have to use a flashlight, as long as the flashlight you pick can actually attach on a firearm, not a problem. You can just slide it on there. Grip texture, not a fan of it at all. Mag release sucks. Slide release sucks. Takedown sucks. But this is a light firearm, and it's smaller. And if you run the flush mag in the PPS M2, it's got the same capacity. Now the PPS M2, this is actually really good in craftsmanship. The design on it, it looks beautiful. Texture, I mean, it's a slippery texture, but it's actually got style to it. The logoing on it, PPS M2 looks awesome. You get your Walter logo. The barrel is polished on the feed ramp, the chamber, and all the way through. Very beautiful. Kel-tec, no such polish. Mag quality. They're basically exactly the same. Trigger break on this, it's shorter, it's better, the takedown's far superior. So, without a doubt, this one's going to be more comfortable to carry. There's no doubt about that. Now, if I were to want to really keep this for a long time or put it through its paces really hard, I definitely think the PPS M2 will outlast this. Just the craftsmanship and the design of this, it feels shoddy. Even the finish on it just feels shoddy. It'll do the job, which is fine because no one's going to care. If it's doing the job, it's doing the job. That's the bottom line. Does it or does it not do the job? It will do the job. This you will feel a little bit better about the purchase. $103 better? Maybe. You know, that's kind of up to you. This is going to be less comfortable to carry. Because 99.9%, hopefully 100% of shooting I will ever do my whole entire life will be at paper, I have to buy a firearm that will also do okay on the range. I don't want just something that carries good. Yeah, I get the point of it. I really do. So for me, this would be a better pick. I'm going to shoot it more. It's going to be at the range more. I want it to look good. I want it to feel good about my purchase when I purchase it. So this would be the ideal pick for me. Now let's pretend, for example, I'm like, okay, I'm just looking for the maximum and awesomeness and concealed carry. I don't care about anything else. All I want it to do is carry very well. And I'm not going to shoot it a lot because it's a concealed carry gun. It's not a combat gun. It's not a range toy. It's just going to get shot every once in a great while to make sure I can still shoot it. So I'm not looking about maximum durability or reliability. This is cheaper, lighter, and it's smaller. So I totally get it why somebody would pick this. It makes sense to me. So anyways, leave in the comments below which one you would pick. If you'd like to check out any of my other videos, click on these cards. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.